What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing the lesson for that new Mirador tune, Feels Like Gold. I know this is a highly anticipated one. I had people asking me the night it came out, like I think it was 10:30 p.m. I had people messaging me being like, hey, new song's out. When are you going to put a lesson up? So here we are. We've got a lesson on the way. You're watching it right now. It means it's done. It's uploaded. So yeah, before I go into it, I just want to mention I do have that Patreon page. Half the lesson's going to be here on YouTube and the full thing's going to be on Patreon. And what that does is just help support me a little bit more as a creator for all the time that I'm putting in to make these videos for you guys. So I'll leave that link down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys checked it out, drop subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get straight into this video. So to begin with, it's gonna be the same riff that's used in the chorus. So now I played it as like full chords together. What I think may be happening, and it's hard to really decipher exactly because there's two guitars, is I think it's being plucked individually. So like some form of individual plucking like that. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's just play full chords, solid chords. As I said in the review video or the first look video, I think I did, I haven't seen any live clips. So I'm just going based off the studio version here. So either works. You can do... or you can do them broken. So I'll teach you the frets here. So it's going to be open first, E, A, D. And I forgot to mention you're going to be in drop D here. So drop D is your tuning. Just like that. So drop D is very, very, very important for this tune. So it'll be open and it'll be your top three strings. So E, A, D. And then second fret, then third fret, then fifth fret, then third fret, then second fret. And so if you just want to play them all solid like this, that's all you got to do. It's just play those frets. Now, if you want to play them broken, as I showed before, what I'm doing there is I'm playing E, A, D, E, A, D. And then E, A, E, A. So that's the order of the string pattern there. And then it goes into these power chords here. So it'll be third fret A, fifth fret D and G. And I'm just going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then you slide down one fret. So second fret A, fourth fret D and G. And again, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you finish on that up stroke. So 3, 4. And then it gets into the main riff that everybody's heard for the past several months and been really excited about. So going into this, it's going to be your 7th fret G and 6th fret B. And in this beginning part, I'm just finger picking this. I'm not even using my pick. I kind of just hide it away just because it's so much quiet, or so much more quiet than the rest of the song. And when you're using a pick, it's just going to be a little too aggressive for the tone that's being portrayed in this section of the song. So just like that. So you hear the difference between that and like it's still relatively quiet, but it's a lot less controlled. You've just got a lot less control tonally with your pick in quiet situations like that. So finger pick that. So starting 7th fret G, 6th fret B. And what I'm doing here is I'm starting with my first finger on the B, second finger on the G. And then when I slide, I'm sliding down to the 5th fret for both strings. And so I'm sliding and my first finger comes off on the B string and my third finger goes on. So it's a really quick switch there, a little bit tricky if you haven't got that to muscle memory yet. But once you get it down, it's not too bad. So a little bit of a quick jump there. So that's the first slide. And he's kind of hitting the high E or the low E string, low tonally E string, in between here. So right here. So you're on your fifth, and then you're gonna slide again, and again you're gonna switch fingers on that B string. So you're gonna slide down 1 fret on the G, and then your first finger is gonna come onto the 3rd fret of your B string. So slide, play, slide, play. Play, slide, play. That's how the plucking pattern's working there. Play, slide, play. So 4th and 3rd. And again, your fingers are going to switch position here. Everything's sliding now to your 3rd fret. And you're going to be on your 3rd G with your 2nd finger and your 3rd B with your 3rd finger. So again, you're switching from that index finger to your ring finger if you're a right-handed guitar player. And you do that because now you've got to grab your 1st fret E, which currently is buzzing a little bit on my guitar. I'm still trying to sort that out. So you'll grab that 1st fret E, pull off to open E. Now 3rd fret B is already held there. And then you play an open G, so your 2nd finger comes off that G and comes down to your 3rd fret A. So it kind of just jumps off the G and goes straight to the A, all within the timing, of course. And then you just hit your top 3 strings and back to it. You start over again. And then once the drums come in, and then there's a little bit of muted strums in between. So right there, and then you hit that D string, or I guess E, on the way down. Down, down. So that's kind of the feel you get into there. You're gonna hit a big down stroke on that low E string. And that kind of covers that main riff there. It goes into a bit of a pre-chorus next. But don't worry about that until you got this main riff down. We'll take a look at that next, but really focus on this intro part and the main riff because those happen again and again in this song. So if you don't have those down, you don't have the song. So focus on those, and then we'll take a look at this pre-chorus part in the next clip here. So before we take a look at the pre-chorus here, I just realized that I missed a little lick in there that Jake plays that I think people would probably want to know. So it happens right when the verse starts. So it's a little bit different than what we were doing before. So what it is 3rd fret E, then 1st fret, and then hammer on to 3rd, pull off, back to 1. And then 3rd fret B, 1st fret E, pull off to open, and then 3rd fret B. So and then it goes back in, and everything else is the same as it was before. And then the pre-chorus. So you're going to start on your first fret A, and then third fret with your first finger, third fret D with your third finger, and then your open G, and then your third fret B with your pinky or your fourth finger. And I'm just kind of sporadically spreading these strings out, adding them little bits at a time. And I will kind of come back to this home base of the A string. So your first fret A. So I'll always usually hit that A. So I'm going A, D, A, G, A, B, A, G, A, D, A, G, A, D. And then you slide that position up. So the A and a D string, your fingers stay the same distance apart. So your first and third, you slide that up 2 frets. Now your third and fifth. And then your second finger is going to squeak in and hit the third fret of your B. Really create that dissonance there. And again, I'm just alternating back and forth between my A string and every other string that's being played. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the chorus here, which is very similar to what we did in the intro. So same idea. The first time through is exactly the same as you do in the intro. Maybe just a little bit more strumming in this than there was in the intro, but other than that, the first part's the same. And then the second time through, so you're gonna start on that third fret A, fifth fret D and G again, but instead of just staying there, you're gonna go down, up, down, up, down. And on the up, like the sixth strum, you're gonna move up 2 frets. Just like that. And then you're going down to your second fret G, or second fret A, fourth fret D and G. And same idea, on the sixth strum, you're gonna move up 1 fret this time rather than 2. So just like that. So I'll play through the entirety of the chorus so far, the first and the second parts. And then the third part, exactly the same as the first. Then right back into that main riff. It goes through twice before, I believe, Jake comes in on the vocals. So yeah, that's the entire chorus, exactly as you did it at the beginning, other than that little part in the second section of that chorus there. So after that first chorus there, it kind of goes back around into another round through the... And then another verse happens, and then I think it has another pre-chorus and another chorus. So all those are pretty much exactly the same as what we just looked at before it goes into the bridge section and then the rest of the song there. So that's where I'm going to end it off here on YouTube. As I said at the beginning, I have a Patreon page. Half of it goes here on YouTube. The full thing, just as in-depth, goes on my Patreon, and it just helps support me more as a creator. So I'll leave that link down below if you guys are interested. I think it's only like $4 US a month, something like that. It's less than a Netflix subscription, that's for sure. So really appreciate you guys checking that out. And if you're just sticking on YouTube, until next time, keep on rocking.